How's it, guys? First of all, last night's Trans Talk was a bit of a mess. I do apologize for that. The internet, gremlins, everything came out last night and it just didn't work for us. So I'm very sorry about that and that it was a frustrating experience for most of you. Thank you for those that tuned in, and I see some of you sticked all the way through. Those dieharders, those are the guys and girls that finished the 230 Ks of the Trans Pavillons. So thank you very much for understanding. As I said with episode 1, we are novices to this and we're trying to figure it all out and make the best of it as we can. And unfortunately our internet just let us down back here in George last night. I think the old George was watching the Trans Talk or something, I'm not sure. So apologies, but what I'm here to do now is just to tell you what our plans are for episode 2, to do a bit of a rerun and bring that back to you guys. So on Friday we're going to bring back the Sarah and Teresa, hopefully both of them, to answer some of your questions that you've posted in the comments of last night's episode already, and we'll compile a bit of a Q&A session with them directly, and get Trevor back on as well to give some of those critical nutrition tips that we've shared last night again, and make sure it comes out to you guys properly. We will do it during the day. At the moment we are aiming at 1 o'clock on Friday to have it during the day, when it seems like we have better internet than the load at 8 o'clock at night. The future of the Trans Talk series of episodes coming your way, we're still going to stick to Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock going forward. And the idea, there's a few things that we will change to make it better and try and make the experience better for you guys. Is the first thing is we're going to have to unfortunately cut YouTube. We won't stream live to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. What we'll do is we'll only live stream to Facebook where we get the most interaction for comments and questions and so on. We'll do that as a live setting on Wednesday 8 o'clock. And then we will upload that whole recording afterwards onto YouTube, so then people can go and watch it at their own leisure at a later stage on YouTube. So those are for the people that don't have Facebook, understandably so, but you can then watch it at a later stage, and you'll obviously, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will get notified as soon as it is uploaded, and you can go and watch it there. So those are sort of the things we're gonna change up to try and make the experience better. We'll probably drop our quality in our broadcasts in terms of visually, to make sure it streams and that you get the content, and it's not necessarily going to be as eye-pleasing, but it at least will be a good quality in terms of the content that you are getting from those broadcasts. So that's the plan for that. And then to rectify some of the things that also went wrong last night, we've had the names of the hills and that whole little competition that didn't go out right last night. So we apologize for that. I just want to grab my notes here so that I make sure that I actually get it right this time. So WTF for the railway finish line segment, last hill of the race. The winner that named that is in fact Tiens Koch, and not the guy I mentioned last night. Sorry about the confusion. Tiens, you won. I will be in contact with you personally during the rest of this week to make sure we get your details as to how we'll get a prize to you when we can. So Tiens Koch, well done on that name. I personally quite like that. Then Theo Buerta, you won the Power Bar hamper last night with your Real 5 bar and name of the new range of their bars that came through. So well done to you. You were the first to comment the correct name. And then the BAC, or the back and the Cramp Kicker. Those two names are still up for voting, and we'll announce the winner of that next week with the Trance Talk episode 3, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock next week. The Polar competition was open. We had about 80 people sign up last night. Thank you very much. Well done. The next link will be open again next week on episode 3 from when we announce it in the show to 10 o'clock at night. So you guys will be able to sign up for that again next week as well. And I think that was it from the competitions that we were running on the shows. We're going to try and keep running competitions as far as we can with these episodes, and to just bring some fun and laughter to your screens from Trance Pavilions. It looks like hopefully some of you were laughing at us last night as well. So just with that, on a bit more of a serious note, but I'm going to try and keep it fun, and because we all have a lot of seriousness in our lives at the moment, is just we've been posting these things, and that we've done it, and we've got a lot of critic from it, and a lot of people asking us about it, about why we're doing these trance talks, and the event is uncertain and so on. I think firstly I just want to say we're all in the same boat. We know as much as you do about when things will go back to normal again, and I can't guarantee anything. We can't guarantee anything as for just as much as you can't. So the other issue that we have is we have made the call in terms of we will let you know by 1 June what is going to happen, whether we're going forward with August or whether we're going to go ahead to January 2021. We've made that decision. We've said that out to everybody. That is our clear decision. We're not stringing anybody along. We're not trying to do anything funny. We have given the time to make it a bit longer, and that is what we are going to do. We will make the call by 1 June. Some is actually saying that's way too early, we can even leave it later, but we feel that would be unfair to you guys. So we will make the call by 1 June as to what we're going to do with this event. The trance talks that we've been doing comes purely from the trance talks that we've always done at the beginning of the year, where we actually go to the different towns and centres and have these talks live in person to you guys. Obviously we can't do that now, so we've come up with this idea to still give you some sort of info still, and it's not all about the facts and things that you need to know about the event. It's just a fun thing for you to engage in, and for us to bring you some of the tips and some of the riders that ride the Trance Pavilions, some general training knowledge, some general nutrition knowledge, some general bike knowledge, all of those little things that we feel we can add value to your lives now in this time. It's not necessarily us trying to promote the Trance Pavilions as such. It's really just engaging with you guys, our loyal supporters of the event, and to be active during this time and where we all are finding ourselves in. So that was the 5 minutes of seriousness from my side. Thank you very much for understanding about last night's dilemma, and hopefully next week we will be better. Friday we will tune in again with Sarah and Teresa and Trevor and give you a bit of a rerun on last night's talk. Cheers guys, go well.